Hello, thanks for listening to the 5 Pence Change podcast. We've got some news, haven't we, Michelle?
We have. Good.
We have a sponsor.
Hey!
Tell us, Michelle, who's our sponsor?
Our amazing sponsor is the fabulous Desserts by Dre. So we have some of his wonderful cakes with us.
Can we hurry up and record this so I can eat one? Get on Desserts by Dre. Tell them we sent you. Let them know the 5 Pence Change crew sent you over. Get your cakes. Tell me about it. I think that's enough talking and time to actually dig in. What a twist.
Who are ya? Who are ya? Hey.
I think I'm going to pass out. All my toes in his mouth.
I can't get the eyelashes right. I've just had them done.
No, it shouldn't burn. And if it carries on burning, I think you should go speak to the doctor.
Yeah, I will do. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 11. Legs 11.
Legs 11.
Yes, double digits.
I thought you were going to say double D's for some strange reason.
Why double D's? What's that got to do with legs 11?
I just when you said double, I thought you were going to say double D's.
Is that your perfect woman? Legs 11 with double D's.
My perfect woman is just someone with a heartbeat and consent. To be honest,
consent. I'm so glad you've moved into the 21st century though, because consent's a huge.
It is.
A huge part of our life. Now.
I want it in writing. I want video evidence.
You're not allowed to wake your bird up anymore, giving her a little slap and tickle.
What a way to start the episode.
Well, you're not.
Can you believe in this day and age you can't rape people?
Even after 25 years of marriage?
You can't just rape someone anymore. I don't know why I was saying that word. I might have to cut that bit out. I don't know if it's too much, too soon.
Do you know what? Start as you mean to go on.
It's triggering, isn't it?
Triggering for some people.
I don't know.
Others it's a fetish.
Honestly, I missed it. Back in my day, if you wanted some, you just did it. Now you've got to ask permission. Fucking hell. Don't get all you newcomers. I want to say this is on you. This is all on you.
Well, do you know what then? Instead of talking about relationships and permission.
Because we're not qualified to do so.
What we will talk about then. So I was talking to one of my mates the other day about dating. So one of my mates was dating someone.
What's that for the unaware?
Well, I don't know, but she told me about this thing where a boy and a girl, sometimes 2 boys, sometimes 2 girls, sometimes whatever.
Everyone in between.
Everyone in between.
Someone who loves another
individual.
Yeah.
Go on a date. So apparently someone will ask you to go for dinner. Or maybe a coffee.
I ask you to go for dinner all the time.
Or a walk, but it's romantic.
Oh, right, okay.
They want
Mackey's drive-thru isn't romantic.
Yeah, no. Us getting a side of nugs with our meals is not a romantic
Let's see our chicken nuggets. 20. Yeah, well, 2 boxes of 20 chicken nuggets.
What did we try to get the other week? Was it mozzarella?
Mozzarella dippers, yeah.
And they were like, no, we haven't got any of them.
Ruined
so we'll have a box of 20 nuggets instead. Instead of 6 cheese bites.
Sorry, I've had nothing to eat today, so I'm starving. Come on.
Do you want a cookie?
No, I've one in a minute.
Desserts by Dre cookie.
Shout out.
So apparently people go on dates and things. I mean, me and John, it's not something we experience currently. But we may have done in the past. What do you mean you went on an accidental date?
So a friend, well, I say an acquaintance. Yeah. We had there was a little house party, and the acquaintance, I feel bad saying that, messaged me the following day saying, "What's the best thing to cure a hangover?" And I just said either something like a fry up or a Nando's. Mm-hmm. And she went, "Oh, I fancy a Nando's," but obviously I'm in no state to drive. I was like, "Yeah, I could do with a Nando's, to be fair." And then, long story short, she was like, "Should we go for a Nando's?" I was like, yeah, sounds great. And then I was like, "Yeah, I'll do a Nando's." So we just went, and then we got a Nando's. And then
I'm glad you got a Nando's at Nando's.
Yeah, the best place to get a Nando's is Nando's. I found out, actually. I went Burger King once, didn't do them. And after at the first, it was just we're just 2 mates having some lunch. It's great. And then as I dropped her off back at home, I got 30 seconds away from her house. and she messaged me saying, I always thought there was something between us.
Stop.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, have I just been on an actual date? And then she went, can't believe you didn't even give me a good night kiss.
Stop it.
Yeah, so I did a handbrake turn and went back. I was like, I'm on my way. Don't change your mind.
Don't change your mind. Stop it.
And then I was like,
did you want that to happen though? Like, were you feeling it? Did you feel date vibes? Did you fancy her?
I mean, she's definitely attractive. Like, yeah, but it's weird because I didn't have the intention of like this is a date. We were just having a good time, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm funny as fuck. So we were having a laugh. We were having a good time.
I love how she loves a dad joke then.
yeah. What's better than naan bread? Grandad bread. Way. That's my favourite joke. And she, we were getting on really well. But that beforehand, when she said, I always thought there was something between us. Like I'd never felt that. If I'm being honest.
But did you after the Nando's? Or was it just the message and you were like, fuck me, this is my opportunity. You only get one shot.
It's my one shot. That's all it is. Unlike a shot, it's over quickly. I realise, sometimes I watch these back, I go, I do myself no favours whatsoever.
Oh, you do. You're cute. Someone's going to take you one day.
The cute's not the guy. No guy wants to be called cute. Like, a dog is cute. No one wants to shag a dog.
But there are people.
But no one wants to be cute.
Even without consent, because the dog can't say yay or nay.
Yeah, it was
definitely can't say nay, because that's what a horse says. Nay.
And people do want to shag horses. Have you seen them? Won't get into it.
I did see one.
Oh my God.
Well, I haven't seen a film, but I was flabbergasted. I went to Bolton Gardens, the little farm.
Yeah.
And there was a donkey. And it took me way too long for me to realise why people go, oh, donkey dick. He was fucking massive.
What? I thought the donkey's dick.
The donkey's dick.
Speaking of massive dicks, have you seen what's been all over Twitter this week?
Yes. I don't know if I'm going to jail because I distributed it.
You distributed Drizzy's Jizzy.
Drizzy's Jizzy. Hashtag Drizzy's Jizzy. So I got sent the link and I was like, what? And then I said to me mate, because I was in work, and I was like, listen, screen record that, because that's gonna be taken down soon. So the link didn't work for people that were still asking off the back of my Instagram story, but I was like, don't you worry, I've got a screen recording.
I bet you have.
It's still there.
It's massive. That's how you know, right? How big it was. Like, fair play to the guy, but how big it was. Like, everyone's like, yeah, he's got a big dick. If he had like a tiny little cocktail sausage, everyone would still be talking about it 100%. Because of how big it was. Everyone's like, nah, I'm not saying shit. I can't compete. No. It was massive. It waved. It was that big.
It was like, one of those, you can win it at Bongo's Bingo, when you blow air up in it at the car wash.
That's what it was like.
It was like that.
My name is Jizzy. I'm attached to Drizzy. I don't know why I'm waving.
You're doing it all wrong.
Sit like, I'm flying without wings.
Yeah, you're giving Westlife.
Yes, yeah.
More than Big Dick Life.
No, I've just got big clear.
But yeah, it reminded me, you dickhead. It did remind me of one of them. And I didn't think Drake had it in him. If you just said to me, what does his genitals look like? I'd have gone chode.
Really? Nah, no, not with the vibes.
Like he's only got smallish hands. He gave me chode energy.
Nah, not Driz. Driz is not chody.
Why did Rihanna leave him?
Couldn't walk. I mean, even I looked at it and got sore.
She was in pain. The blue badge got rejected from the government, so she had to just end it.
It was just, honestly, God. I mean, like, I don't go around looking for dick pics. It came up, and you just got to take a minute and go, fuck. If mine was that, I'd be sat here now with it out.
Absolutely.
It'd have a microphone next to me, like, hello. I don't know why my penis is Irish.
Have you got ginger pubes? Are you giving leprechaun dick vibes? Hello there. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. Just before we continue, I just need to see a yes.
Is that for the consent? consent.
That's for the consent. What a weird.
But no, I feel like Drake, whether he's purposely leaked that himself or whether...
No, he put a tweet like yesterday saying...
Did he?
He sent it to some model and she leaked it. I don't think she's done it maliciously. I just think she's gone, you all need to fucking see this.
I know, but it's naughty, isn't it?
Oh, did it?
You can't just be putting people's genitals on social media. No matter how amazing or impressive it might
Taylor
look.
Swift one?
No.
So there was an AI generated image of Taylor Swift naked that quickly got taken down. I reckon if she had a 9-foot dick, it probably would have stayed on. Like Drake, they're like, nah, he's proud of that. Well, I'm proud for him.
And you wouldn't mind if you were Drake and that got circulated. You'd be like, you know what, it's impressive. However, had it been the other way and it was like 2 inches, 3 inches, he'd have got absolutely ripped. But as you said, he still would have been trending because of the content.
100%.
But for the total opposite reason.
Honest to God.
I had quite a few guys messaging me being like, oh my God.
I was like, is that normal?
Tiny.
Is that normal? Like,
and I was
Michelle, is that normal?
Not for no.
No, for God for that.
And you know what? And in the content in my like different group chats, like my work girls group chat, my girl group chat, the conversation was, oh my God, no, that split me in half. And actually, I think if you were presented a 3-inch dick or Drake's, they take the 3-inch one, you know.
Exactly, ladies. So hit me up.
What is wrong with you today?
I don't know. Self-deprecation.
You've only had a swig of that coffee.
I've not even had the espresso. Got it right that time.
I was just about to say you pronounced that correctly.
I all day today I've been going, espresso. Been saying it with a lisp, like Mike Tyson.
Espresso.
Yeah.
I think if you're to have a lisp, though, an Italian accent's probably a good one, isn't it?
Could you be able to tell?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Okay. That's why we're not big in Italy. See what is big in Italy? Drake. Big everywhere.
Bigger than the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
It literally fucking is.
Lean in me. With your
have you ever experienced that though? Like, have you ever like been in that moment and you've just gone, nah, mate, can't do this. Nah, not even trying.
No comment.
Oh, fuck off. We're all friends here.
My mum watches this.
Does she? Anne, can you pause it or fast forward for the next like 2 minutes?
I can't.
My mum watches this, so I'm like, and I'm sitting there going, 3-inch dick! My dad will watch it, but like, yes, son!
Proud of you. Yeah. Next story. I feel like I was on something.
Literally just a fucking segue, just going, yeah, what you doing on bonfire night?
Oh, probably watching fireworks like everyone else. Wow.
Where you going? Oh yeah, anyway, we were talking about dating.
Yeah, we were.
Your friend was talking.
Our
your friend was showing
ADHD is absolutely mental, you know. We've just literally gone on a tangent.
Went on a date. What? I went on an accidental date. Have you seen Drake's dick?
Yeah, dating. So we were talking about, you know, like when you first start seeing someone.
Yeah.
And my friend said, you know, like when you're seeing someone and you're going round to the house, do you ever have like a specific place that you stop off like a minute before their house to freshen up? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, but I didn't think that was normal.
I think it's
so.
totally
I've never
normal.
discussed it, but yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What when you say freshen up?
So mouthwash, perfume, lip balm, or lipstick.
Oh right, okay. I don't go to that lens.
But I have done that, and it's literally like there'll be a specific place that I will park up at, put mouthwash in, put my perfume on, do my lips, and then carry on to the house.
Carry on and check out.
Does anyone else do that? Like, girls hit me up, like, or do people just actually just drive to the place as they arrive? Do you know what I mean?
What if it's like not a long car journey? What if it's like 10 minutes? Like it's 10 minutes from your front door. Do you freshen before you go, or do you still freshen up?
I'd probably still do it just before I arrive
Just
as well.
before you go in?
Yeah.
Have a Birkenhead shower.
What's a Birkenhead shower?
It's just a wash with wet wipes.
Yeah. I've got wet wipes in the boot.
Just in case.
Yeah. Sensitive ones. I don't know why they're sensitive. I don't even know why I needed to specify that they were sensitive.
I think it's good courtesy though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to walk up. I've been to people's. I've not done the freshen up as such. Like, but before leaving, I'll bit of aftershave and a nice little redouse of the deodorant, and then go. I mean, I don't have mouthwash in my car. Now I feel like maybe I'm the weird one. I have,
because sometimes I'll use it like in work and that as well, like after my dinner. Yeah, I know.
Might have to start putting some mouthwash in my car. This is just things women do that I was like, as a man, I don't. There's loads of little things that I've just thought of. It's like women will put those like little touches on little things, and me as a man, I just like, nah, it's sound. And I found this when we went. Me and my friends all went to Walton Gardens.
Did you go and look at the donkey?
No, I didn't see any donkey dick. No, and all my mates' wives brought pat lunches.
Yeah,
I mean the kids just turned up as we were. I think it's probably more a woman thing than a man. A man's the closest thing you get into a man is just like when he goes to the toilet, he's got his dick in the sink.
Little sink wash.
Little lucky dip there. Just a little tiny little.
Do you know what though? It's the thought that counts.
That's probably as much as.
But I think I do it even like going to my mates. So like Lauren lives 2 streets away. Obviously I drive it because I'm not a mad woman. I'm not walking in the night. And I'll get out the shower, put my deodorant on, put my comfies on, drive to hers, and I'll still put
just
some a little spray and do my lips before I walk in a house. And she doesn't care if I look like I've just been dug up out the ground, but I still do it.
See, that's why women are just better than men. I just turn up. I'm like,
shows. If anyone's watching on the YouTube channel today, I'm joking. You look lovely today.
Just because I'm working.
Have you washed your hair? It looks lovely.
I've washed my hair, yeah. Injured myself, that's why I've turned myself slightly facing you a bit more.
What do you mean you've injured yourself?
I've, so, to freshen up before coming here, I got a shower this morning. And,
shower of the week.
Shower of the week. And I was drying my hair, and I was drying my hair a bit too vigorously. I've injured my neck, it's really hurting.
Have you got a hairdryer?
No, I meant with the towel.
Oh.
Just like, as you do.
And you've hurt your neck.
And I just pulled my head a bit too hard. No pun intended. And then, yeah, my neck's really
liquid
sore.
started coming out my ears.
It's really sore. It's just old age, 32.
Do you want me to massage you? I don't know what that was. That was me punching it, but...
I don't want you to assault me, no.
I'll pepper you then. Do you know what I mean? For someone who loves a dad joke, you hate mine.
That was so bad. I remember being out with my uncle, and we went out for food, and the woman came over. Would you like some water for the table? And my uncle went, "Why is it dry?" Yeah, it's dry. Like, get some water for the table. It's gasping here. It was like, fuck.
Never did she laugh?
No. She just looked dead confused. She was like, tap water. I don't know. Freshening up before go. I've definitely experienced when someone's not done that. So I match with someone on the online dating apps.
Oh yeah.
And I don't do it much because I find it too forced.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one was a bit eager, and she was just like, it was like 2:00. She'd just been on a night out. I was on my way home from a gig, and she was like, "Do you want to come round?" I'm like, we all know what means.
She was instigating.
And I was like, yeah, I'll come round. So she literally just sends me her address, and I turn up, and it was a small block of flats. I was like, "Oh, what number is it?" And she was like, "Just press let's just say it was 29. Press 29, I'll let you in." So press 29, and then I walk in, and I'm trying to find like 29. So walking up the steps, and I ended up going up too many steps unnecessarily as well.
Bet you were fuming.
Yeah, I ended up on 39. So I was walking down, and eventually I was like, and then I forgot what number it was. And I was like, so I rang her. I went, "What number is it?" She went, "I just told you." I was like, "Yeah, but I forgot." And I've been up and down. I've got a head rush. And then she was like, "It's 29. I was like, "Oh, I'm outside it now." And she went, "Just let yourself in." And I was like,
"Oh, have you ever been there before?"
No.
That's awkward.
I was like, "I'm not just letting myself in. But like, what if I'm outside the wrong one?" She was like, "There's only 129. Just let yourself in." Right. But still, what if I'm in the wrong? What if I'm in the wrong block of? I don't know. In your head, I don't just want to let myself in. What if there's people in there as well? I just walked in. Like, what if it's a setup? I thought I'm getting kidnapped here. I was like, I'm not. And she was like, well, I'm not coming to the door. So
rude.
I know. And I was like, and part of me was like, do we just go here? But then I was like, well, I'm here now. Fuck it. And I opened the door, and she was sat 5 feet away from the door. Like, it opened up into like the living room. And she was sat like literally this far away from the door.
Why couldn't she just get up the lazy little cow?
So I'm thinking she's freshened up. At first I was like, maybe she's freshened up a little bit. She's like, I'm not moving. I'm in my sexy, seductive pose. She's going to walk in here. I'm going to go like, hello there.
Hi.
And anyway, just to sort of paint the picture, she was definitely not sat in a sexy, seductive way. Just fucking dressing gown on and everything.
Stop it.
Yeah, and she had pajamas on, dressing gown on. She had so many fucking layers on. I was like, all right.
Layers?
Layers.
Why did you say it like fucking...
Don't call it out.
That was
layers.
Like, who's that woman off the Bake Off?
I don't watch
Mary Berry. That was very Mary Berry, that.
So many layers. So many layers on.
Layers?
Honestly, it would have been like peeling an onion. Like, so many fucking... She had like pajamas, fucking dressing gown, coat.
It was just in case she changed her consent part way through. She had more time to change her mind.
She had a safety net. She was like, it's all right, I've changed my mind, and he can't. He's going to have to get a fucking JCB to dig his way into here. So she was just sat, but then, right, she wouldn't look at me. So she was like, say the TV was up on the wall. She was just like, you all right? And I was like, yeah.
Was she autistic?
And maybe. And then I was like, do you want to give us a tour? Just went...
Have you never asked for a tour? It was one of those moments you just like, I don't even know. I need to feel... Yeah.
I mean, is that not normal? I'd ask for a tour anywhere.
No.
If I went into someone's house for the first time, I might show me around. I need to know my exit points. and I was like, do you know what I mean? And she literally just went, like, not even taking eyes off the TV. TV's up here. She just went, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, living room.
Stop.
And I was like, all right, okay, cool. So I sat down on the other side of the couch where she was sat, and it looked like an L shape, but it wasn't. It was just a buffet. And
a buffet?
A buffet, right? And she had her feet on it, and I was like, so I was just sat there, and I was just like, oh, what are you watching? And then she got the remote, turned the telly off, and she went, oh, I'm not watching anything. You put something on. And I was like, no, you were just watching something. So, no, I'm not watching anything. You put something on. I was like, no, just put whatever you were watching back on. She went, no, just find something. I was like, right, okay. So thank God for Netflix fucking randomizer. So I literally was just like, and then it pulled up some dead shit. And I was like looking, I was like, hold on, I'm on the last episode of a series I was watching. I want to watch the rest of that. So I was like, I've been watching this. And then I went to put my feet on the buffet, and it moved. And then she was fuming because she was like, oh, you know it's not a corner couch now. I was like, I'm not asked if it's a corner couch or a fucking square couch, triangle couch, as long as it's something to sit on. She went, yeah, but I don't want people to think that I can't afford a corner couch. I was like, what the fucking weird. Well, put it back, we'll just play pretend. Oh, great corner couch this. I'm not making any of this up, by the way. So, and then I was like, and then I tried to speak to her a little bit. And I was like, oh, so, like, have you got any brothers and sisters? She was literally one word answering me. And then, like, in work, when they go, start with your open questions.
Yeah.
I was like, well, let's go to the open questions. I was like, what do you do? Like, you got a job? Yeah. I was like, right, I'm just watching this fucking last series of this episode. So I put it on. And then she starts, like, slowly moving over to me. Like it's some sort of, like, wave, like...
What?
Like, starts to, like, coming over
looking
this
like
way.
the jellyfish out of a flaming Disney Pixar film.
And then she just, like, leans into me, and then she just... Again, she still hasn't looked at me at this point. And she was like, put your arm around me. So I've got no fucking choice.
I don't even know what you do for a job, babe.
I know, yeah. I don't even know you got any brothers and sisters. I've asked the basic questions that Google told me to ask.
You've given me nothing.
Like, Google. Yeah, I don't freshen up. I can fucking Google conversation starters. And then I'm sitting there going like, okay, I've got no choice because you're giving me a dead arm now. So I have to use this arm. And then she's leaning into me and all.
Did your arm fill the whole of the corner couch?
Yeah, I could touch the buffet. And I'm there. And then when she leans into me, right, there was an odour.
Oh, no.
There was definitely an odour. I was like, you've definitely not freshened up it. I mean, I can't talk because I haven't.
What did the odour smell like?
I don't know. Just
not washed.
Just not fresh, you know. Just like I was like, there was an odour. There was definitely an odour, right? So I'm sitting there like trying to breathe like not through my nose, like yeah, and I'm trying to be polite as well. I'm in someone else's home. I'm very aware of that. Like I'm in kidnapping situations, and I'm watching the rest of this, right? And then she starts stroking the inside of my leg. Like honestly, I think she was like trying to start a fire or something because it wasn't gentle as well. She was like, "Do you like that?" I fucking don't, getting friction burns.
Your hands must be burning. You're already in your PJs and your dressing gown. You're going to be sweating your tits off, and then you're going to smell more. Pack that in.
Maybe she was just like, "I'm not fresh. I don't want you to be fresh either." And I was sitting there going, what the fuck's this? I'm not doing this again. So I was watching it, and then she randomly just went, "Oh, sorry, I fell asleep then." And I went, "Oh, did you?" If she didn't notice, I wouldn't.
How long had she been silent for?
We'd only been in there. I was only 15 minutes into my series, and she was ruining the best bit. I was fuming. Then she just went, "Yeah. Me dad said this is how random it was. My dad said to me, you know, is that why I didn't introduce him to my ex-boyfriend because he was dead mean to me, and he used to always like, you know, he was abusive."
They were boyfriend or a dad?
Her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck do I say there? I was like, all right, okay. She went, "Yeah, he was really abusive to me."
That's fucking...
What did you say?
If you're going to open up on the fucking general questions I asked you. I don't want to know about your abusive ex.
Get this. So I was like, "Oh, no, what happened?" And she went, "Don't want to talk about it." I'm honestly, I was like, and I'm sitting there going, I went, but you just instigated that conversation. And she was like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk about it." I was like, "Okay, but you brought it up." Okay, anyway, back to my series.
Do you reckon she got twatted for smelling like Bobby onions?
No, yeah. And I could still, I was like, and I was sitting there the whole time while trying to watch the last episode of the series. I was also trying to work out what the odor was. Like, is it just like unwashed clothes? Is it
greasy hair?
Is it disco minge? I don't know. Like, trying to work it out, and I couldn't work out what it was. And then I felt bad. Then she went, "It's getting late, isn't it?" And it was, to be fair to her.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, it is." She went, I don't normally do this." Which directly translates to I do this every fucking time, or at least anyway. She went, "I don't normally do this, but you know, because it's late. If you want to stay over, you can do." Right? And I'm sat there, and I was like, looking around. Nah. From what? I was like, nah. Want my own bed, and the safe knowledge that I'm going to fucking wake up in the morning. I can go home. She went, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah. Can I just go to the toilet before I go?" This was the whole fucking time. So, and I went into the bathroom. She went, "Yeah." Which I was like, "Oh, that's too much."
The response should be, "Yeah, of course you can." It's just there on the left.
She's definitely going like, "Did I flush? Did I flush? I'm sure I flushed. I usually flush." Yeah. I went into the bathroom. The bathroom was a mess.
Oh.
Like, just a mess. Like, it wasn't not dirty, just a mess. It was clothes everywhere. There was lotions and potions and everything. I thought she was a witch at one point. You know what your women are like? Just with all the shit they've got in the corner of the bathroom. Just fucking every cream.
At least I used mine.
I used the same fucking Radox fucking shower gel and fucking Head and Shoulders shampoo, and that is all I need to freshen up. And a vigorous fucking dry. I was going to say vigorous head rub.
Well, you know, your day will come.
And then I went home, and then when I got home, she was like, "Oh, we should do that again tomorrow. I had such a good night." And I was like, "Are you on this planet?" Because that was not good. Like, if I was to score her between 1 and 10, not in looks or anything, just in terms of how that date went, it was like a 1, and the only reason she got the 1 is because I got to watch the rest of the fucking series
in peace.
Like,
oh no! So you definitely, please tell me you didn't go around the next night.
No.
And you've never seen her again.
Never seen or spoken to her again.
Good for you. Did you explain to her that you would never be seeing her again, or did you just ghost her? like Casper.
Right. I wanted to just ghost her. Consciously, I wanted to sort of just let her know because I was going to ghost her. Like, and I know that it's frowned upon and I know it's not nice and all that, but it was just because I couldn't be arsed. And I was like, do you know what? Do you deserve an explanation? If you can't reassess what happened during that time and you can't gauge that it wasn't going to go anywhere, then I think, it's on you. But then she texted about 4 times within 12 hours. Hey, how are you? What you up to? Hey, how are you? And I was just like, so I just dropped her a message like, I'm sorry, I've been busy.
In the last 12 hours.
In the last 12 hours, I've been busy sleeping. And I just not feeling it. So I let her know and I put her down gently. Like, I know you're looking for this, or you're looking for it to settle down. And I'm just not that guy.
Well, you know what? Good for you.
I am that guy, just not for her.
That's fair. At least you did it gently.
It was gentle. Could have been horrible. Hey, listen, can you just help us out? What was the odour?
Are you asking her directly?
No.
Oh.
I'm not that mean.
Me? I don't know. But I certainly wouldn't invite a boy round and be sat there in my gym jams and dressing gown.
No. I've not even opened the door.
Yeah,
not even opened the door.
I think she had special needs, John.
That happens to me all the time.
You know what else? I've got a confession in terms of what I do. So if I message someone that I like, like when they'll message but you read it on your lock screen.
Yeah.
I'll draft my response in like my phone notes.
Oh, really?
And then, because sometimes it depends on the question, but you want like a good answer. Do you know what I mean?
No, because I don't get that fucking type of questions.
And then I'll copy and paste it into their response. But what I think of is, oh my God, like if they're online now, whether that be Instagram, the WhatsApp, they'll be able to see if I'm typing. Like do you know what I mean? If they can see me in the list, they'll see that I'm typing. So if I just copy and paste this response and they've not seen that I was typing, what the fuck? So then you have to type a little bit and then delete. Type a little bit, backspace, type a little bit, backspace, type a little bit, backspace, copy, paste, send. Has anyone else done that? Have you never done that?
No, I'll just copy, paste, send. Like,
would you?
If I'm speaking to someone who can click on to be like, if the reply I got after that was, hey, did you just copy and paste that because it didn't even come up typing? I'm never speaking to you again. That is psychopath behaviour. That's like, do you know when people someone?
But am I a psychopath typing it out on my notes?
No, I don't think that's what you. I think you're just overthinking it. To be honest, just come straight in with it. I think that's all that is. Nothing wrong with that. But if you sent that to someone and you went, that message was too long for how long it said you were typing for, I think you copied and pasted it. I'd be like, I think you're getting blocked. Like, I ain't talking to you again. It is a psychopath. Wait, where does that stop? He was like, I'm sorry, but have you sent that to other people as well? Because that's just a copy. No, fuck off. I'm not talking to you. It's weird.
Okay.
It's like someone accidentally texted me this going, why are you ignoring me? Your Snapchat score's gone up.
What?
And I just went, and this was on my work phone as well. And I just went, hi mate, I don't have Snapchat. And he was like, sorry, I sent that to the wrong person. And I just went, I think you need to chill out. And that's the next level up, isn't it? It's like,
your Snapchat score's gone up.
Yeah, that's the next psychopathic behaviour up.
That's not okay.
That's just like, I've watched and it didn't say you were typing then. You've clearly copied and pasted it. And the next one's up to that is, you're ignoring me because your Snapchat score's gone up. What's the next one? Oh, just having a bicky, are we?
Oh, I know, yeah, but can you smell them?
No.
I can smell them.
No.
They smell divine. Do you want a cookie now? Because I'm having one now.
Oh, go on then. We'll pause it while we're here. I could just hear you chewing. That's another thing that like really proper. No, you're not doing it now. There was a lad I know, sound lad to be fair, and but I went round his and we were having a couple of drinks and we ordered food in, and I am not kidding. The noises that guy made, I could have killed him.
But is the crunching noise just the cookie in between?
It's just crunching. This was like hum. It sounded like Homer Simpson. He went like, hum. I
hate that.
I was like, what the fuck?
Noises with the food in
why are you
mouth?
humming? Hum. I was like, I was like, I'm going to fucking kill you. I swear to God. And he was a friend. And I never spoke to him again either.
Stop it.
Not with your psychopathic eating behaviours. Anyway, don't speak to anyone anymore because I found something. Someone said to me, the reason you're single is because you're too picky. I was like, I'm not picky.
I don't think you're picky.
But then I sit there on here going, yeah, and if they fucking don't look at me when they're talking,
I've got crumbs
if they don't answer the door to me.
No, but that's just common courtesy. Like, I think you're not picky. You just need to find a girl who
I'm going to weigh in here.
Has a good personality, who understands your job and that your job and your kids come first. Do you know what? I think that's it. Someone with personality and understanding.
Is it so much to ask for? Just someone with a fucking personality and not got the IQ of a carrot.
But is it okay for them to be the colour of a carrot if they with the fake tan?
I'm not racist. You could be any colour. Fucking hell.
Don't fucking start
Jesus, you again.
Well, you know, just because you came from your mum's household, I don't know.
You had no idea where that was going, did you?
No, I didn't. Didn't know what to say.
I had a really awkward... Did I tell you about this awkward encounter I had?
Which one?
I know, yeah.
Because that last story was an awkward encounter.
This is another one.
Date.
This is... you would have been in a similar situation to this, right?
Whilst you're telling this story, can I eat another cookie? Because you've stopped eating yours.
Yeah, go on. Just don't do it down the microphone, please. So,
sorry.
I had to go for a blood test. Don't worry, I'm sound. And as I was leaving, I bumped into a girl that I haven't seen, and I'm not joking, in about 15 years. The last time I seen her, we were having a bit of a smooch, and then it just never happened. And I hadn't seen her in 15 years, and it was a bit awkward. It was sort of like, oh, fucking hell, I've not seen you in 15 years. And she was like, oh, are you? I was like, you all right? You know, trying to play it cool and all that. Didn't have time to freshen myself up. I was like, just 2 seconds, you need to go to use the bathroom. But we will know, miss. Anyway, so it was a bit like, you know, the small talk. How have you been? What have you been up to? Yeah, good. Yeah. I don't really care what you're saying. I'm just going to say, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, sound. I'll see you in a bit anyway. Good to see you. And she was like, yeah, good to see you too. And then we walked the same way. And I was like, oh, you going this way as well? She was like, yeah, I'm going this way. So I had to do prolonged small talk after that. How's your mum? Yeah, good. Yeah, I don't really care what you're going to say. I'm just saying this just to fill in the silence. Like, if she'd have turned to me then and went, I'm happy to walk the same way. Here's silence. About sound. Perfect. Like, you don't even have to look at me.
I think I had to just pull my phone out and rang someone, you know.
Oh, so then I was like, yeah. So we're keeping the prolonged small talk going. You know, what have you been up to now? You're working at the moment. Oh, you used to live abroad. You moved back. Oh, what made you move back? Oh, that little fucking small talk. And then I was like, I've got an out here because you have to pay for parking. I was like, oh, I've got to go pay for parking now. I'll see you later anyway. She went, oh yeah, I've got to pay for parking. And then we both walked to the fucking, and I was like, for fuck's sake. And then there was a sign in it saying first 30 minutes free. I went, oh, I don't have to pay. I've not been here for 30 minutes. I seen a bit. And she went, do you not? Oh, I haven't either. And then we ended up walking out the fucking hospital to get together. I was like, for fuck's sake, right? I went, anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Good to see you. She went, yeah, you too. And then we walked the same way again.
Stop it.
Right. And I'm sitting there going, oh, this is so fucking awkward. Right. I'm going to slow down a bit to let her. And then she obviously had the same mindset as me because she slowed down as well. I was like, for fuck's sake. And then she sped up. I was like, cool. Right. She's getting the vibe now. Like, we've had our small talk. I'll see her in another 15 years. See you in a bit. So then she basically, and then I was like, hold on. This just looks like I'm following her because she's walking the same direction at me, just 10 paces ahead of me, and I'm just following her behind her. And I was like,
she's getting faster and faster.
She's getting faster, and I'm trying to go slower and slower, and we're just walking in a fucking 2-person conga down the car park, right? And then what made it even worse, a massive car park. Where did she park?
Next to
me.
Oh, you parked next to her.
And the worst part was, I was in, like, facing out. She was in facing in. So her car door, like the driver's door, was next to fucking mine. And I literally just went, how awkward has this been? And she was like, I know, I thought that. I was like, not only that, you're parked next to me. I'm not following you. You're parked next to me. Why have you done that? And she just was
Did you
like,
let her get him first?
I was like, go on after you. And she got in the car, and I got in the car, and I rang Paul, and I was like, Paul, and he was like, I went, mate, I want the fucking world to fucking swallow me up. I was like the most awkward, and then told him about it. He's pissing himself, and I was like, and then, and I was like, yeah, it was dead mad, and then I just went home and Facebook stalked her.
Did you? Yeah.
I was just sort of, how weird was that? It was, I would not, but do you ever do that though? Do you ever see or think of someone from ages ago?
And then they just crop up out of nowhere.
And then you do like a little Facebook stalk, like, I wonder what they've been up to. I haven't thought of you for 15 years, which makes me feel dead old. Like, I wonder what they've been up to.
I forget people's names, though. That's my problem.
Oh, that's nothing worse.
I'll be with the girls, and they'll be talking about, like, people in school. And they'll be like, yeah, and I'll go, oh, I don't know who that is. They'll be like, you sat next to him in maths. Did I?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't got a fucking clue. There's probably so many people that I went to school with in the same year. And I probably walk past them on a day-to-day basis, and I'll be like, I've been the Asda, I haven't seen anyone, but I guarantee people have seen me. But I'm that bad with faces that I haven't got a clue.
I get that a lot. I get it a lot when people and because like everyone calls me by different names depending on what sort of, sorry to Taylor Swift this up, era they know me from. Era. There we go. That's me funny accent on that one. So depending on what era.
It was very Egyptian, that.
Was it?
Yeah. I feel like the pharaohs would say that.
Era. The god Era.
Or like Medusa or something. Was that Greek?
Medusa?
Was that Greek mythology, Medusa? The woman who had like the snakes for
I
hair.
think so. So depending on what stage of my life they met me, they'll call me something else. I think I've mentioned on, I don't know if it was on a thing you want about, John's the new one. Like, I can't get used to people calling me John.
Why?
Just because like that's the new name. Everybody else who's known me previously calls me something else.
Or like Jono or Capey or Capewell.
Yeah, literally all different things like that. So I know if someone calls me something, they know me from a certain time point in my life, right? And
it's mad that.
It's when I know it is pretty bizarre. Like there's a small number of people who call me Johnny.
What? Who are them people?
Just when
no, that's not okay.
From
whoever's doing that, stop it now.
2003 to 2004, the people I met then called me Johnny. That's what everyone called me.
That's horrible.
So when people say it, like, all right, Johnny, I'm like, oh, that's. And so I bumped into someone and they said that. They were like, all right, Johnny. And I was like, I have no idea who that person is. And you know, you do that, like, you try not to let out, like, oh my God, you're all right. Yeah. And then they see it, they're like, don't recognise me, do you? And you're like, yeah. No, I don't. I really don't. Who are you? And they're like, you know me? And they'll say the name. Like, oh, my name's Claire. And you're like, I don't know you, Claire. She was, and then they'll
give the whole explanation.
You do.
Do you remember that Tuesday night when we were
Yeah, like, no, slept a lot of time since then. And so I'm with you, forgetting names. Faces, I'll always remember a face, but names.
See, I think from school though, we've changed.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think I've seen anyone from school apart from like my best friends. So I wouldn't know half the people because I've not seen them since we left school, which was like 20 years ago I left school.
Oh God.
I know. So a lot's changed.
Your pension
people have aged.
Get the bus.
The hair colours have changed, especially girls. Like, we change all the time and people are getting stuff done. And do you know what I mean? All the men have got no hair. Like, they've got receding hairlines and stuff.
Yeah. So there's people in my year at school
I don't
see now they're
recognise
bald as fuck.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? So, but I think I am good with faces in other things. So following school, like in jobs, I'll see people, I go, oh, that's so-and-so.
Do you know
but I might not remember the name.
Do you know what's like really satisfying though?
Come on then.
When you then remember the name.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's it. That feeling. That like, oh my fucking, I've not slept for 2 weeks trying to think of it.
Even though you've had a conversation with them, like, oh my God, how are you? But you just couldn't. Oh, nice to see you.
Wish you could go back in time and go, just do us a favour, mate, just to save me a bit of like 2 weeks of stress. What's your name, full name, and what is it on Facebook so I can have a look through your pictures? Do you ever do that when you've not seen someone and you've proper Facebook stalked them and they're like, oh yeah, we're Foster now, and you're like, and you have to like, oh do you? But you know, I know, yeah, little Jacob, dead cute. I've seen him.
That's not okay.
Love a Facebook stalk.
I added
I'm silent. I'm silent on Facebook, but I'm stuck.
But you watch.
I watch I see what's going on.
I'm one of them though where I won't say. I will say to them, no, I don't know who you are. Like I'm too honest in that sense. So I was at a party the other week for some girl's 40th, and there was a lad there, and he was like, "Oh my God, Michelle, how are you?" And I went, "I don't know who you are." And he was just on his own, like where we were with like my mates. I went, "I don't know who you are," and he went, "Yeah, you do. We lived in the same street. We used to play together." And I went, no, I don't know who you are. Anyway. Took a few minutes and I was like, fucking hell, yeah, of course it is.
I
was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't recognise you. But I'm that person. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
Oh, I'm too polite.
And I do feel afterwards, like, have I just made them feel like a dickhead? But at the same time, I don't want to make me look like a dickhead by going, oh, yeah. I had no idea who this guy was.
I'll happily play along with me, just for my own peace of mind.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. I've only ever done it once and I felt well guilty afterwards. I was like, I'm really sorry. I don't remember you.
You know what I want?
Because she was being a bit too much.
Any of our listeners that don't necessarily know Jon, if you ever see him, go over and be like, "Jon, oh mate, it's so nice to see you."
Pick a random name and confuse the shit out of me.
Yeah, just to see the fucking colour drain from his skin, thinking, I don't know who this person is, because he won't actually know you. So please just do this. Start doing it. If you see him,
see my facial,
make a big deal of it.
My eyes are looking at you, but my brain's like looking through loads of cabinets going, no.
Record it as well on your phone so that we can watch the reaction back.
Do you know what? There's nothing worse though when you see someone. I don't know if it's just me being a perv, but you go, oh my God, she's well fit. Who is she? What's her name? Because she was well fit. I can't remember. Happened to me. Like I went took the kids for a walk, and someone like they look at you like, "Oh, I fucking help you," and they said, "All right," and I was like, "You okay?" Who's she? Because she's dead fit. Just so I can have a little perv later.
I need a name, just a first name, just a surname, anything, any part of it.
Give me anything, and I know in 3 weeks' time, like, oh, Susan. Fucking Susan! Oh,
hey, better late than never. Better late than never.
I love it. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a bad Facebook stalker.
Yeah.
I'm a bad one. But so I read the other day as well. This is proper going off on a tangent. Have you ever heard of Rebecca syndrome?
No.
I think that's what it's called. I think it was on Lad Bible they shared it, so I was reading about it. Rebecca syndrome is when you Facebook stalk like someone's, like, say your partner's ex, and get jealous of the life they had even though you never knew them in that time.
Oh, really?
So it's an actual condition where people get like infuriated. And there was a woman on there who like did an interview saying that she experienced it when she seen a picture of her then husband. 25 years before they met, he had a picture with his arm around some girl, and she was like, "Who's that girl? Who is she?" And get dead jealous over it. It's called Rebecca syndrome. It's dead. It was dead interesting.
I want to know who Rebecca is, though, and why we've named it after her.
Oh my God, I don't know.
No, I don't.
This would be a great time to have like someone off camera to go in, I will Google that for you.
I know, we need a little person like that, don't we?
Maybe
not a little person.
Should we just have a quick look now? Have we got time? Who was the first Rebecca?
What did you actually type into Google?
Literally put Rebecca syndrome name origin. Why is it called Rebecca syndrome? Oh, right. Okay. We've got the answer.
Yes!
We've got the answer. The term takes inspiration from the classic novel Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier.
Oh, yeah.
Daphne Maria, which delves into the story of a woman who marries a widowed man and becomes consumed by the memories of his first wife.
Oh.
That's where it comes from. Actual thing, condition. Have you ever experienced Rebecca syndrome? No? Because
it's before your time. How can you get caught up in...
I think so. When I was reading about it was like, you look at it and go, were they happier with them than they are with me? I'm like, oh, look at all the things that they used to do. We don't do any of that. And you're like... And that's where the jealousy starts creeping in. So this woman was sat there I question him. Who is this woman in this picture? Why have you got her arm around her?
Stop.
And he was just like, oh, it's 25 years ago. I don't even remember her name. And I bet in 3 weeks' time, he remember, oh, Julie, that was it. Fucking Facebook stalk that
one. Me Julie.
You're loving that.
Well, on that note, I think that's a pod. So
you think that's a pod?
Moral of the story, guys.
Drake's got a big dick.
Drake's got a big dick. Don't get jealous of your partner's previous relationships or images.
Especially if you're dating any of Drake's ex-partners. Oh, I reckon that's definitely a man thing. That just made me think of it. I know you're trying to wrap up, but I was just thinking about it. I do think blokes would be like, was he bigger than me?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just not asked. I can't control it.
Do you know what? You've just got to work with what you were born with.
No, that's it. Just
You've
nice
gotta
one for
own it.
destroying that for me beforehand, you know, could have let me go in first.
So own it, whatever the inch. And put mouthwash in your car, guys.
I'm putting mouthwash in my car for you never know.
Little
you never know
Listerine.
Days.
Do you know what I mean?
Just in case someone texts me again and goes, I've always thought there was something between us. Why don't you come back? Well, fucking...
That was horrible because you just went, ugh. No, don't do it. Just like, doing that, not that.
That's the difference between Drake and
We're
me.
going to shop a Listerine. We're not going to ram it down our throats.
Fucking gag reflex and a Listerine. Michelle, it's been an absolute pleasure
I've
as
had a
always.
ball.
Let the listeners know where they can find us.
So you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Spotify, Amazon, Apple, wherever. There's also
Spotify,
there's a Belgium one as well. Don't know what it is, but it's on there. We get one Belgium listener a week.
I know.
And shout out to our Belgium listener, by the way.
Hey.
Our American listeners, there's American, the Russian listeners. We're in Russia now.
Oh, I think Putin's onto us.
Not us. If Putin's a fan, Putin. Fucking, my morals go out the window when it comes to listeners. Like, you do you.
But no, thank you to everyone for listening. If you want to get in touch or you've got any confessions, give us an email at 5pencechange@hotmail.com.
How'd you spell that? Is that the number 5?
Fuck
or
off.
the word 5?
FIVE.
Nice one.
Hey.
5 FIVE. Pencechange@hotmail.com. And if you're listening on the streaming platforms, just give us a follow. It really helps. And that's what we're trying to do. Because we don't want proper jobs no more.
We just want to sit in our cupboard in Chester.
Yeah, I love this cupboard in Chester. We've got Chucky fucking holding a knife at me though over there, so that needs to go. Ciao for now. See you next time.
Lots of love. Bye.
Bye. Felicia.